Well, Justin, Merry Christmas. You got the present that you wanted. I imagine you can't speak highly enough of your team's performance today.
No, in terms of energy and determination and effort, then I thought we was very good. Obviously, it wasn't a vintage game, but in terms of the conditions as they were, I thought it was a well thought out game. But obviously, delighted to come out on top.
You got a great start, but Plymouth then took a while to adapt to the conditions, but came on quite strong. Did you tweak things at all at half time?
No, we just spoke about possession. We thought it was turning over possession too quickly, was too eager. I thought where we started the game so well and got the lead and got in behind them, on a couple of occasions after the goal, that we was just too eager and had too much desire to get in behind them with one ball, and I just thought we'd become stretched. So we spoke about that half time, about better retention of the ball, and I thought we managed the game a lot better second half. Maybe Plymouth had a little bit more possession than us, but I just felt that we were good when we did have the ball in the second half.
Great save by Jamie Stevens just after the interval. That came at a big time, didn't it?
Yeah, no, it was a big save. It obviously kept the scoreline at 1-0 and allowed us to go on and win the game. But I think they had one really good chance. Other than that, but then I think we had some good chances ourselves where we perhaps could have seen the game off.
But your second goal came at a great time, about 10 minutes or so to go, really sealed the game. Yeah,
it took the sting out of the game. I think it disheartened Plymouth, and we were then able to play them last 10 minutes quite comfortably and see the game out. So and obviously pleased to keep the clean sheet. One for Jamie, and obviously fantastic for young Regan Paul again coming in and playing against, if not one of the best strikers in this league, and not looking out of place at 16. It was a fantastic performance from him.
It's going to continue his growing reputation, isn't it? The scouts are going to be on the phone in January.
Yeah, that's right. We can't think of that. We just got to think about the boys' development and about ourselves. And I played around with the idea to play him at Luton, but we went with one or two more experienced players, and it didn't quite work. And then I think at home, his temperament today in front of a big following and a great atmosphere. I thought his temperament was outstanding. His performance was as well.
Yeah, fantastic atmosphere, biggest crowd of the season. And considering the rain we've got, the big river behind us, the pitch played really well, didn't it?
Yeah, no, it did. I thought he played superbly, and that's a big relief, because going into the new year now, with the weather that could come our way, then I feel that we're more than capable of dealing with that. So that was a big plus. Obviously, the crowd was magnificent today from start to finish. They got behind the team, and obviously a great number of fans turn up on a really horrible day. But I think all in all, with 2-0, biggest crowd of the season, and a clean sheet, you can't ask for much more.
The fact that the pitch played well, and after what happened last season with the playing surface, you've got yourself into a similar position. Does the fact that that's playing well tell you that it might be different this year?
Well, that certainly will play a factor. Rather than looking back, we look forward. We know that this pitch is in a very good condition. It can deal with the elements of the weather. It drains well now. The surface is good, so we haven't got to worry about that. It's about keeping our performances high, our feet on the ground, and our work rate at the level it has been for the majority of the season. And who knows?
You have got yourself into a fantastic position now, haven't you?
We have. We're in the playoff positions, going into one more game before the turn of the year, and games come thick and fast now, so we have to regroup, assess the players tomorrow morning, and then get ready for Cheltenham away.
How much will you rotate, or is there a need to rotate when the game's just 2 days away?
Well, there's always an element of fault, but we'll have to assess that tomorrow. We had one or two players took some knocks and had a bit of stiffness, but we're in tomorrow, and then we'll start planning for Cheltenham. But obviously, we know we have a squad here. We obviously missed Max Porter today. His wife's due to give birth, so they've had to go to the hospital. So we're hoping that he'll be available for Sunday, but we'll have to wait and see on that one. We obviously got one more game for Aaron to see out his suspension. I think that Kevin Feely will be back within 2 weeks. So as long as we keep getting players back and we keep this squad together, then we can keep going.
And lastly for me, any news on Darcy Blake?
Darcy's training. I think it's a case of us making sure that we can get him into a condition that he's able to play. We've got one or two development games coming early January, which we look to get him involved in, and we'll see where it goes from there.
Well done today.
Thanks very much.
No worries about playing Regan again on Sunday?
No, I think I've not no worries about him as a player. It's just about obviously tiredness and. But yeah, no, I would have no worries about playing him again.
It was a very mature performance today.
I think we knew that he's way ahead of his age, his temperament, his positioning, his composure on the ball. You wouldn't know that he was 16. So credit to him, and certainly Ish and Jonesy around him, guiding him through the game, no doubt about that.
Good to have Bernard Chapman back as a partner.
Yeah, obviously Chapman's run out a bit of steam, hasn't played as much football as he'd like, but in phases there we see him getting that into interaction going and then linking up well. So yeah, no, always good to see them two back together.
And Sebastian got the goal that he needed as well.
Yeah, no, he obviously, I think his effort, his work rate gets him in the team. First on a team sheet, but obviously when he pops up with goals like that, it always helps as well.
People coming into the team, they seem to slot in effortlessly, if I can say it.
I know what you mean.
Easily.
Easy to say.
Is that testament to the sort of feeling around the group at the moment?
Yeah, no, I spoke. I think that the most important people are players that don't play.
Yeah.
Because when they're called upon, you want them to hit the ground running, and I think with the team doing so well, rather be coming into a team that are doing well rather than struggling. So whoever comes into this team knows what we're about. They know what we need, and I think always I speak about it. The team push each other every day in training, and the spirit carries us through. So yeah, and I think it's always easy to slot in. Everyone's a tight group. So yeah, the transition coming back in the team, it always seems quite easy.
Brilliant. Cool.